yourself, it won't grow. Begging if your heart's not in it now, let it go. Yeah. Stop wasting time, don't fool yourself, it won't grow. Now if your heart's not in it, let it go. Yeah. Stop wasting time, don't fool yourself.
Focus on what we get ready to do, Mo. I'm in the zone. I need my pen, Mo. You said you got one for what you got? Come on, man. I need my pen, Mo.
Just for a second.
Stop wasting time, don't fool yourself, it won't grow. Now if your heart's not in it now, let it go. Stop wasting time, don't fool yourself.
You ready, bro?
Islam.
All hail the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple. Circle 7 divinely prepared by the noble prophet Jew Ali, by the guidance of his father God Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen stage of humanity back to the highest plane of life with his father, God Allah. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Amen. First off, I'd like to rise giving praise to Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of everything that ever was, is, and ever more to be, the one who stretches forth the heaven with his hands, who have described with his fingers the courses of the stars, who said it bounds to the ocean that it cannot pass, and said to the stormy winds, be still. I'd like to give honor to the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star, talking about none other than our holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali. I'd like to give honor to Prophet Noble Drew Ali because it was he who brought the Moors to Kitta, the Huklum, and the Nubziwa. I'd like to give honor to the forerunner to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Marcus Moses Garvey, who said, up, up, you mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. I'd like to give honor to the national man Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple of America, Sheik our niece Saunders Bay, to her assistant, Sheik Laquanetta Austin Bay, to our national chairman, Sheik McClellan Bay, to our Grand Mufti, Brother A. Light Hill, and a special honor to Brother Kenyu Bay, and to all of those that have and will aid and assist us in this, our divine and gigantic mission, the uplifting of fallen humanity. I'd like to give a special honor also to Ethic, because so many of us don't even try. It is a custom when opening the meeting, addressing a group of Moors, waste fast sympathizers, and our listening audience to read from the Moorish Holy Quran, the book of the seven seals that's talked about in Revelations, that none was able to open and read from its sacred pages the messages of purity and love. And I read on this wise. I read from page 38. The title of this chapter is Holy Instructions from the Prophet, Master, and Servant. I read from 2 verses. And the 2 verses that I read from is verse 1, then I'll read from verse 3. And it's read on this wise. Repine not, O man, at the state of servitude. It is the appointment of Allah and hath many advantages. It removeth thee from the cares and solicitudes in life. Verse 3. Be patient, therefore, under the reproofs of thy master. And when he rebuketh thee, answer not again. The silence of thy resignation shall not be forgotten. Thus we just had a reading of the book of the seven seals that was divinely prepared by our holy prophet Noble Drew Ali for our earthly and our divine salvation. Before I get into the subject matter of this evening, I want to talk about this chapter because it's rare whenever you see a Moorish American in these days and time come before you and talk about the Moorish Holy Quran or read from the Moorish Holy Quran or the questionnaire or your constitution. And Noble Drew Ali told the Moors, I brought you everything that it takes to save a nation. Now take it and save yourself. And we know when he said that, the two books that he had held up in his hand. However, when I meet brothers and sisters in this day and time, they might refer you to 100 books. I mean, every time I meet a Moorish American today, they refer you to 100 books, but they never refer you to the Moorish Holy Quran. They never refer you to the divine constitution and bylaw. They never refer you to the questionnaire, and these are the books that Noble Drew Ali say he bought us to save a nation and save himself. And I wonder why that is. Secondly, I'm going to read from the verse. Now, I'm going to just read from verse 3. And I'm going to read it again. It says, be patient, therefore, under the reproofs of thy master. And when he rebuketh thee, answer not again. The silence of thy resignation shall not be forgotten. This means that if you are in the church, if you're in college, if you're in the Moorish Science Temple, and you have an instructor, and your instructor is living a moral and clean life, if you're older than your instructor, or if you're younger than your instructor, if he's the instructor, you got to humble yourself. Because the silence of thy resignation shall not be forgotten. There have been a million times that my instructors had told me a thing. Some of it I disagreed with, but later on I come to find out that they was right and I had to agree with it. Sometimes they was wrong. But I learned in master and servant that to be a master, you first have to be a servant. And that's why I love this chapter so much, because it tells me to repine not. When it says repine not in this chapter, it means complain not. Repine means complain. Complain not, O man, at the state of servitude. It is the appointment of a law and have many advantages. So here in the Moorish Science Temple, we have many advantages. The last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of questions called in, and then you had a lot of members that had a lot of questions. And this week, we have one of the members, Brother Gamaliel. And Gamaliel and I, since I've been here, have a lot of history. But the reason why I wanted Gamaliel to come on the show is because I want the Moors in Washington, D.C. to see him. And the reason why I wanted them to see him because his name wasn't, I don't know how his name come up, but when the two Moors was here last week, we ran into a Moor, and he just started talking about Gamaliel to the brothers. It hurt too, because if you can't say nothing good, don't say nothing about it at all. Anything that bad went here, I didn't bring it up to the brothers. I only told them the good things. So this good brother who came to the airport to greet the brothers and came to the airport when they departed. So, I mean, that was a good thing. But the one that had something to say, neither there nor then. So right now, what I like to do is let Brother Gamaliel ask me the questions that he done got on his piece. Look like he got a whole lot of them, too. And, you know, as the book says, Supreme Grand Major Temple, not only do we put our record on the table and step back, we are the question and the answers. So you can start right now, brother. What is your question?
Yes, sir. Why is nationality important?
Well, first off, if nationality wasn't important, then why did they take it away from us? One thing about Rome, if it ain't important, they're not even going to deal with it. Now, why would someone take somebody else's nationality? I mean, what benefit would it have? I mean, I wouldn't want to take a Chinese nationality because I don't look like a Chinese. And if I took a Chinese nationality, then later on, I'm going to stop slatting his eyes and make his eyes look like something else, just like somebody about to take the nose off the spink. So now, on your nationality card, it talks about Esau and Jacob. And Esau and Jacob, one sold the other birthright out. And if someone takes someone's nationality, that means that they want it for themselves. So now I got to go back again to the Bible, to James Stewart, the one that you call King James. Look at all the things that he done. One of the things that he done, you know, when he took your nationality and wanted his own, first thing he did was made Shem the oldest son and not Ham. When you know Africa is the cradle of civilization. When you begin to talk about Imhotep, when you begin to talk about Akhenaten, see, a lot of people don't even know. They don't even know who Imhotep or Akhenaten is, but this is the first that came with the monotheist religion, which come out of Egypt, bearing witness that there but one God. And everybody else had polytheism,
Islam,
which is more than one God.
Islam.
So all this stuff come out of Africa. All this come out of Egypt. So now when you look and see all the melanin in the skin, all that melanin that Jesus had in his skin, now he's looking like Charlton Heston. So Jesus looking like Charlton Heston because it changed. So you say, why was nationality taken away so somebody else could take it? You know, somebody else want to be somebody else. But you see that all day too. You know, I look at you and you look like a dude that dressed real good. I want to act like you. I want to be like you. And same thing Rome did. I don't blame Rome. I mean, you can't blame. You told them how to take a bath. You gave them a running water. You gave them neon lights. And you just gave in Cordova, Spain, you just gave him, so I don't blame him. He feel if he just take your name, then he just have a little melanin in him like you.
My Lord.
So did I answer your question, sir?
Yes, sir.
Praise Allah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Well, the next question I want to ask you is, do I have the right type of nationality card? Is there a certain type of card?
Yeah. Yeah, there is a certain type of card. The same card that was around when Noble Drew Ali was around. And this is the same card right here. This is the same card that was around when Noble Drew Ali was around. And you got one.
Yes.
And I got a few other members, I'm going to give them a card. Now, some people got a big seal on some cards. This is the exact card that Noble Drew Ali bought. Now, if you're a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, now this is this is how the Divine Minister papers look when Noble Drew Ali was on the scene. Now you go on how you see the Divine Minister paper look like a charter. They got all of the. You see what this is the minister papers that Drew Ali had when he was here, just like this is the same nationality card that Noble Drew Ali had.
Islam.
Now, say for instance you're a member of Kenyu Harris Bey's temple. Kenyu Harris Bey have a charter on his wall, and the government and the city in which he lived know that he have an open and running temple. Know that he have a membership. They pay dues. They have per capita tax. And when anybody want to see the records, they could go do that. If the European want to know anything about you, if you registered with that temple and you have a legal charter, the mandate, if you have that, then you got the right card. Now, I seen Harris Bey's card. I seen it. And his card looked just like ours. Now, the printing might be a little different because it might be different printers.
Right.
Now you got some people, now I messed up about something. A few weeks ago, well, you know Lynch Bay gonna, Lynch Bay gonna talk Lynch Bay. A few weeks ago, a sister called me on the telephone, and she said, brother, I'm lost, and I want to be found. So I said, okay. So I started talking to the sister, talking to her. So another brother in the temple with us, I called him, just like the sister, Saunders Bay. I called her and put all these people with the sister. Saunders Bay doing nothing but talking the prophet to the sister. When I talked to the other brother, he tell the sister she needs some money and pay this amount of money to get the teachings of the prophet. Now I talked to the sister last night, and she tell me she got to send $100 more. And I think it's disrespectful. Because if I call you and tell you to help me teach somebody, you gonna send them where you got to pay all that money with no but you all in. Let me tell you something, brother, and remember this. And ain't too many people that live and been around long as me. I just look like this. When the prophet was on the scene, I'm around all these kind of people that was with the prophet. And this is a nationality card that they had. Now, you might find people that know a little bit about the law. You might find a lot of people know a little bit of, and all they want to do is antagonize somebody. This is what Noble Drew Ali bought. If the European want to know who you are, all they got to do is go to your temple and tell them that they want to see the records, and can they have the records on you? Because if you don't have a dues card, and if you ain't keeping in line with all the assessment, attending your meeting like Noble Drew Ali said, because a lot of people ain't attending no holy day. Noble Drew Ali told them more to attend your meeting if you got to crawl. Ain't no lot of people attending no holy day. They might attend Monday nights, or they might have a Tuesday conference call, but they're not attending no holy day meeting like Noble Drew Ali said. So this is the nationality card that Noble Drew Ali gave. Nationality, Noble Drew Ali said in the literature, nationality is free, not only here, but all over the world. Now, if you look at your nationality, the card Brother Harris Bay gave you, and you look at this card, you can see the exact same writing. They don't have no big. The sister told me today that the brother told her if you pay $600, you can get you a freedom ride and get your freedom back. She said, man, she talking to that dude like he was crazy. Sister that I met recently. And I'm going to give her a copy of this DVD. Nationality is free, not only here, but all over the world.
That's right.
Now, you know,
Islam.
you can find that I don't want to talk about nobody because I'm all right with everybody.
Islam.
And I'm going to let everybody do their thing.
Islam.
But if you paying for this, I mean, because if you come to a Sunday school here in Portland, Oregon, you're going to get the same thing. You're going to get the exact same thing that you're going to get from somebody that's charging you for it.
Yes, sir.
Because we don't leave a rock unturned. If you know anything about the Supreme Grand Major Temple, we studied lessons well.
Yes, sir.
And all of us, we might have 2 or 3 that ain't, but everybody been around over 40 years. I've been over 40, and you got some people that I'm with now that been around long before me. Our sister Grand Sheik was married to a brother that was with Noble Drew Ali. That was with him, smelled him, talked to him, know what kind of food he liked to eat, know what his fella's favorite color is. But I wouldn't tell that to them because you don't. Why would you tell them that? They can't, you see? So, brother, we got a lot of that going on. And it's going to stop because we're going to have to come back under one here like the prophet left. But as long as you get that money, we'll never come. Because if I see where I'm getting this money, I ain't, you know, because we got billions of dollars waiting on us. But if I see I can get 6 from you, 6 from me, man, I'm pumped up. I ain't even got to spend my paycheck. You know, so if I can take you somewhere and get some word that you don't know and make you study, then you're doing a good job. But see, Drew Ali said, don't burden my morals. I ain't going to press nothing on you, but when you pay your money, you got to get it. But nationality is free, brother. This, see, what it is, I was looking at a paper the other day in Detroit, and I was seeing where Brother Farrakhan was talking about Detroit was the Mecca. And I like that because, see, Chicago is our Mecca. You see, Noble Drew Ali brought us a lot of different things in this era of time. But Noble Drew Ali, being the last prophet, Allah would not have took him off this earth until all his work was done.
Yes, sir.
He said, I brought you everything that it takes to save a nation. Now take it and save yourself. See? So what's taking place now, all this stuff that people, new stuff, people said you need it, this had to be done. No, sir. Now let me tell you something else about reincarnation. From one perspective, you and I are the reincarnated of Noble Drew Ali.
Yes, sir.
That's from one level. See, but on another level, the reincarnation is Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Confucius, and Noble Drew Ali is of the same prophethood.
Yes, sir.
Because they the prophets of God. All the rest of us, that's on the plane of things made and manifest, you got to follow the prophet to a destiny which is not uncertain nor unknown. You know, everybody always asks me now about do I know the Dingaleo brothers. Yeah, I know them brothers. They good brothers, and they done good work. But guess what? Our sister, National Grand Sheik is. She could lock it down. Also, baby used to teach them Sunday school. They was in her Sunday school class. You see, first it was 755 West Baltimore. Then we moved to 762 before they went to 3911 Bell Avenue. See, before then, everybody was together. They was right there learning. I thought Awesome Baby would run on, thought she was a prophetess. But she said, man, I know my lessons too well. So I said, yeah. So I hugged her and kissed her because that's my sister. Because I like that. You know, because king ambition don't become a foe that man must fight.
Yes, sir.
Also, before I get off that, I got a call today from the penitentiary, state penitentiary in Alabama.
Yes, sir.
And I like that because I got an uncle that was the taught at Alabama A&M College agriculture, you know, Lionel Crump. So I told him to see that he could find some of the people that's in that family there. It might be a benefit. But these brothers have been listening to these shows. And a lot of times, brothers don't realize that things take place with you for reasons. See, nothing happened by chance or accident. That brother's not in jail. He's in a monastery. Sometime Allah, you know, put people in certain places so they can overcome certain lessons. And then you have to teach. Man, I had a brother named Sheik Matthews Hill. When I was in the monastery, man, I was so happy he was there. Because I wouldn't have got the word or nothing else, but he was a Sheik and he was there. And through the Prince of Peace, he taught me. So I had to get mine secondhand. I got it from a Sheik.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, brother, these nationality cards, you know, and until we bring this back under one head, this Moorish Science Temple like the prophet left it, you know, we're not going to grow. Like I said, Drew Ali said, I'm going to take you out of the backyard and put you into the front yard. And that time is on the way. When I looked at the convention, at Savior's Day, and I seen all them people that the Nation of Islam had, I was so happy for them. And I was even happier for myself. Because Drew Ali said we're going to need 16 secretaries. And he also said that he's going to take us out of the backyard and put us in the front yard. See, the Moors, you ain't seen us yet. The Moors ain't got the moving yet. Because Drew Ali said the movement will go so low that you think it vanished from the face of the earth. And you look up and see nothing material in the face. So you want to know a nationality important? I mean, everybody needs a nationality. Because you got to honor thy father and thy mother. That thy days may be long upon the earth plan, which the Lord thy God Allah has given thee. Now, man, when I come to find out that Jesus, Abraham, Boaz by Ruth, Jesse and King David and Solomon, all of these, I was up that genealogy, I left Europe. I was in Europe. I wanted to be like the Europeans. I did things was diametrically opposed to what God said do. I even loved the Italians because they had a junk called the Mafia. And I thought they were strong. And I didn't realize that it was them that crucified my Jesus. And I want to be like them. I want to talk to them. And they're the same ones that crucified my Jesus. You know, that's why we have Roman numbers in this Quran, because when you talk about the Italians, they are the Romans. They are the Roman soldiers. Italy is in Rome. So give back to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Where's the men at? So the men need to stand. You looking like a man. You got your stuff on, and I'm proud of you. What's the next question, bro?
Praise Allah. Yes, sir. Well, the next one that we have, sir, is why is it two flags, and what does it mean to have them on different sides? A lot of people want to know what that means.
Well, you know, when Noble Drew Ali was on the scene, it wasn't no United Nations. The United Nations wasn't even here. But we put this one on this like this. I talked to Jeremy Bay about it. I talked to R. Loville about it. And I talked to myself about it. The reason why I talked to myself about it, because I'm a Vietnam veteran. And when I was in the military, they told me there's no flag right of the American flag. That's what they told me. There's no flag right of the American flag. Now, you could say that you're in distress, or you have certain other readers. Noble Drew Ali was giving us certain lessons when he had the flag tied a certain way. But in this government, if you go in Washington, D.C., that's where I'm from. Wherever you go downtown, you can look up and see nothing but American flag flying, letting you know that this is the great melting pot. But the bigger flag in this government right here is this one. The American flag. This is theirs right now. I don't call it incorporation or call it whatever you want. Right now, I'm giving honor to the flag because right now we ain't ready to take care of ourselves. And this flag is protecting us in our infancy and our ignorance. See? I fought for the flag. See? And I'm a citizen. See, no, let me tell you something. You said this one time. And I think this is important to say this because you're my young brother. And you was the Grand Sheik when I first got here. You made a statement one time, and I can understand you saying it because you heard somebody else say it. You said the Europeans was mad with you because you proclaimed your nationality. And I know you heard that before, like you said, they're mad because I'm conscious now. You know what, man? When I first come up in the Moorish Science Temple, you didn't have nobody going in the courts or none of that. Moses was growing because we knew about the trust. See, there's something about trust. Now, everybody running in the courts about the trust today. We knew this 40 years ago. And we know what it's going to bring to the Moorish Science Temple. And we know the only way that we're going to succeed in the trust, we got to come together under one head like the prophet left, just like Brad and Bay said you need certain signatures to do certain things. And until we come together under one head like the prophet left, but we ain't going to come together under one head because everybody doing their thing. Everybody's doing their thing, and they all right, and they getting full off of what they're doing. So anybody trying to bring about you, if you're trying to bring about you, you'll be out there doing it. That's why I give honor to King Wu Harris Bay, because we're working towards that. Everybody else run their mouth. To talk much is the fool and just a follow. Be about what you're talking about. You know, I just like the brother told me today, it might be over your head, he said, man, I heard you speak about I. Johnson Bay. When you was on the video that Austin Bay sent me. I said, yeah, because that spirit lives in me. That spirit lives in those around me. And it's been that way since you've known about the national security force. We've been trying to demonstrate duality. And anything that get in the way of Moorish progress will be ground into fine powder. But most of the old soldiers are gone. But the spirit came back out of Chicago. And, you know, and we get ready to unite back with our spirit because Drew Ali said Mecca is in Chicago. So Allah is working. We don't have no control over this. These spirits that's around now, just like right here in Portland, Oregon. We're going to be a benefit to Portland. We're going to do some things for the children. We're going to do some things for the homeless. We're going to get the children. We're going to get our sisters. We're going to get the brothers. We're going to find place. It's going to take a little time. We have a 3-year program. So I come here to Portland to be a benefit. I ain't asking for nothing. I just want to help my people. Ain't but 4% of us here. But it takes a strong man.
Islam.
It takes a strong man to be with you all. Now let me tell you something else. I'm in the process of getting permission to get certain brothers and sisters here ready for the ADAP chamber. It don't cost you a dime. All it costs you, the servant is worthy of his hire. You can get these lessons at expense. See? And the expenses, you know, putting yourself in it. You got to pay for this. See, it's yours, but you got to pay to get it. And nationality is free, not only so it's free. It's yours, you got to go in here and get it. You know, so you asked some good questions thus far, and I'm glad you did, because there's some things that's transpiring in the Moorish Science.